What would you do if DoorDash made it so that acceptance rate, your acceptance rating must be like 70 or 80%, okay? Or, you know, let's just say it has to be 60%, like Bite Squad. Remember I've made videos about that where a 60% acceptance rating or, you know, whatever is required or you'd be deactivated. What would you do? Would you take those crappy orders, the ones that are too far for $3, $2, $4, $5? Would you maintain that acceptance rating, whatever it is, okay? Like I said, Bite Squad does 60%. You know, what would you do? Would you actually stick with the platform? Would you go to another one? Would you say, the hell with DoorDash, I'm going to just keep that as a backup and I'm going to make Uber Eats my primary or GrubHub my primary, or go over and start doing rideshare, Uber or Lyft, or go into shopping like Instacart or Shipt? You know, what would you do? I'll be honest, for someone like me, if it was only DoorDash that was requiring like the 60%, 70%, 80% acceptance rate or something like that, or you get deactivated in that world, they cannot do this. So let me preface that for those of you holding my feet to the fire saying I'm lying or whatever. This is all hypothetical. This is not confirmed. This is not happening or whatever. And they can't do this to you because you are an independent contractor. You're not an employee. But me personally, what I would do is, if DoorDash was my primary that I used all the time, I would switch to Uber Eats or GrubHub as my primary and keep DoorDash as a backup. You know, because the fact of the matter is this: we are supposed to be able to have full control of the orders that we accept or decline, or accept or reject, period. You know, there should be no ifs, ands, or buts about it, because what inspired this video was the one that I did on Bite Squad, how Bite Squad was saying that they're requiring a 60% acceptance rate. And that's absurd, man. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what if DoorDash made it saying it has to be a 90% acceptance rate? What would you do then? Would you say the hell with the gig economy and go back to a W-2? Load up the chat down below, load up the comment section down below, and I just want to hear what you guys have to say, you know? Because, like I said, at the end of the day, we are supposed to be in control. And we know that sometimes that's like a crapshoot. It's kind of an illusion, you know, with the way these companies treat us. And it's unfortunate. It really is. But I hope and pray the gig economy never gets to a point where they're enforcing acceptance rate, because that's truly going to be the end of the gig economy. I can tell you that right now. Because that's been like the only savings grace that's kept people holding on. Excuse me. So, in the chat, in the comments, tell me, what would you do if they made a certain acceptance rate percentage mandatory, or you get deactivated from the platform? Would you stick with it, or would you move on to greener pastures, maybe a W-2 or something else? Let me know. What would you do? Put it in the chat or the comments.